Hello, and welcome back to Fate Extra. So, last time we beat up Julius, and now we are heading towards the penultimate round. We are very close to finishing all that this game has to offer, almost. Just this week and the next one, and we can finally move on to Fate Extra CCC. So, let's go on ahead and keep this going.
認めよう。殺し合うことは避けられない。肉親でさえ、隣人でさえ、競い合う相手なのだと。それが人間の本質だ。動物を絶命させ、資源を食い荒らし、消費するだけの命。しかし、ならば、彼らの争いには何の意味があったのか。
Only 4 remain. The next combatants will be announced on the second floor bulletin board. 6 week. Okay, this is week 6, right? Yeah, okay. Just checking out something. Okay, yeah, this is week 6. Alright, so let's go on ahead and see who our adversary is. Although we all know what's gonna happen, right? How many times have I come here to this bulletin board with its usual paper? Master something. Battlefield, the 6th Chimeric Lunar Sea. Can't read the name. Did someone scribble over it? No. It's not scribbles. The information's been straight out destroyed. Who could have done such a thing, and why? What does this mean? Wait. Tell me. The culprit is our next opponent. They hid their names because they want to sneak attack us. That's what I say normally, but... But a sneak attack is gonna be pretty hard with just 4 of us left. This person sucks. My opponent did this. I get it, as they want to hide their own names, as well as their servants. I see. That makes a lot of sense. Maybe Ronnie will have some ideas. I should ask her later. Indeed, that's pretty much all we can do. There's not really much all we can do in this area. Alright. Come evening, I decide to speak with Ronnie about the bulletin board matter and my servant's fury. A name of the competitors have been removed from the board. As your servant says, it is likely that one of the remaining masters removed it. It's a good deduction, but it is possible to do that. The masters who have advanced up to this point will all adapt in the manipulation of system data. I cannot say for sure, but if your opponent noticed the bulletin board and then defaced it, the perpetrator may have left behind evidence, even witnesses. Perhaps you should investigate. Ronnie's right. Not so much as a name, I can't collect information on the opposing master. There's one thing I know for sure. My opponent is one of the handful of remaining masters here. I'll start out by investigating the campus. Alright, so the thing we need to do, let me just check my status. Yeah, okay, just checking. Matrix, it's just the, this guy. Yeah. Alright, so after this, we go to the second floor library. Hey, Ren. Looks like someone erased the names from the bulletin board. This master is so thorough, they've not even revealed their known name. Be careful, this one's strong. Thanks. Also, how did you know that? That should probably only happen to me. You want to know who removed the announcement from the bulletin board? Yeah, well, I saw someone head down the stairs just a bit before you got to the bulletin board. Thanks, buddy. We got Kotomini next, so let's go ahead and talk to him. Before we do that, let's go ahead and see if if Tamamo has anything to say. No, she's just asleep. Jeez. I think that's the first time I've actually seen her asleep there. It's kind of odd. Did I see someone who might have come down the stairs before you? Now that you mention it, I do recall seeing someone heading towards the nurse's office. Thanks. Hakuno, you have to help me. Again, please, pretty please. Yes, ma'am. Great, once again, someone has smuggled the forbidden magazine into campus. Magazines are not permitted on Tsukimihara Academy grounds. The rules are very clear about that. Your job is to track down this scofflaw and confiscate that magazine. Get the magazine within 3 days, or they might throw it away. And no, I don't want to read it. Alright, let me just check. There's third floor. You need to find the magazine, you say? Perhaps this is the magazine you're looking for? There's actually some data that was supposed to be deleted along with summon for our unfortunate master. It's yours, but for a price. Get me a student council badge over from the arena and I'll hand it over. Sure do. Sure will do. That's not the way to go. There we go. Now we can go to the nurse's office, then go to the garden, and stuff gets taken care of. Hey, Sakura. You're asking me if something happened, passed by before you? Yeah, someone passed by the nurse's office. I couldn't make out details from here, but I believe they were headed towards the garden. Thanks. Alright. The Harvey Prince just came by here. I wonder what he's holding up after the loss. He was staring at the fountain for a while. Huh? Looks like someone dropped something in the fountain. It's a lapel badge shaped like an lion. Could my opponent who removed the names from the bulletin board have dropped this? It may be a clue to my opponent's identity. I better keep it. There's also a pretty big red herring. Alright, that's pretty much all there is to it. So let's go into the dungeon now. Talk to everyone who needed talking, and that's pretty much it. Electronic chiming sounds from my terminal. The primary cipher key has been generated. I received my first task, along with learning about my enemy. I need to find the cipher keys. If this lapel badge's owner is able to hack the system, random searching will do me nothing. I'll probably be the best interest to focus on investigating the arena today. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Alright, off we go. Again, I don't think there's anything special going on. I'm just checking if there's anything special in the arenas. Yeah, pretty much nothing will happen. And I immediately got proven wrong. Master, it seems like the enemy is trying to enter the arena. We don't even know the name of the enemy this round, so let's retreat and go into surveillance mode. Yeah, just me running my big mouth. I forgot that this event happens here. Let me just check what I'm rocking with. Yeah, we don't need this right now. Let's just go for first strike, and let's go for there we go. But yeah, we don't have enough info on this guy, apparently. We have good enough. Hey, we guessed it right. Alright, off he goes. Off to fight that guy. And well, let's try. It's probably something like this, right? It is. Hey, I got it. And off he goes. There we go. Now you have all the item for this half of the week, so that's pretty taken care of. Spotted. Let's keep going so they can't catch us. There's no time limit, so you can take as much time as you want, really. Probably something like this.
バリバリ呪うぞ。泣き叫べ。
There we go.
マスター、一生ついていきます。おあいにくさま、ブサイクモデルに用はないと言いますか。
This area is just for this.
贅沢は愛です。金目のものとか大好きです。
Indeed. Alright, let's just get this guy.
敵です。
I almost, for a moment, I thought you missed.
いただきます。
Oh, perfect.
お任せください。やっちゃいます。ご苦労様倒れ。天罰的面。ご苦労様。
And he's gone.
ではこれにてお別れです。おあいにく様、ブサイクモデルに用はないと言いますか。
Alright, so this should be. There we go. The enemy's right on our tail. Not literally, but let's hurry and find a large open area, Master.
ご主人様、敵です。彼
There we go.
頑張りますね。天罰的面。乗ってきた。何の音。眠ります。何の天罰的面。
He goes.
ではこれにてお別れです。そろそろお茶
Actually,
でも
let me
したい
take
気
a
分
look at
で
this way since there's Yeah, there we
ご
go.
主人様、敵です。
And that. There you
お
go.
任せください。泣き叫べ。ご苦労様。聞いてください。やっちゃいます。眠ります。
There we go.
ではこれにてお別れです。そろそろしけた内容ですね。バスへの神社の賽銭箱かと思いました。
Return crystals aren't very useful. I will say. Not really at all. Alright.
ご主人
Take
様。
care of that guy.
お任せください。何の音。聞きません。やっちゃいます。眠ります。
There we go.
ではこれにてお別れです。
Almost leveling up.
お疲れ様。経験値をありがとう。
A door without a switch. I bet they think they caught the fox in a trap, but I'll fight. No one's laying a finger on my master except me. Gaster takes his fighting stance as the enemy closes in. I stop breathing. Time's close to a crawl. Nothing happens. As I nervously grind my teeth, Gaster's stance still relaxes. Huh? Seems like our enemy left the arena. Gaster's right. The feeling of being chased is slowly gone. But why? Are they trying to deceive us by obfuscating their presence? That assassin from the 5th round was special. We'd be able to see traces of anyone inferior trying it. For the time being, it's safe to assume that their enemy has left. Whoever the enemy is, or whatever they want, they're gone now. They must have had their reasons, not that I understand. While I mull over the mystery, Gaster notices something over by the door. I don't know enough about the enemy yet to understand what their motivation was. But did you notice, Master? There are traces of tampering with this door. Right, the door without a switch. In other words, my opponent hacked into the arena and modified it. Maybe the enemy returned because they had already blocked the my access to the trigger in advance? Whoever did this is really good. Constructing a door in the arena is beyond my expectations. Let's go back for today and think about our plan, my dear master. Indeed. Let's actually, one of the few times where the return crystal is useful. Also, yeah, the return crystal is no confirmation window, so be careful when you're healing and stuff with items. Who is this master? Who is such a big coward that they won't let us know their name? But I'm a little impressed that they were able to produce a barrier in the arena. You've got to investigate that barrier tomorrow, master. Oh, and don't forget about the lapel badge. Alright, we got nothing. We will pretty much get nothing on the guy until the very end. Let's take a save and let's get to the next day. All I know about my enemy is that they don't want to be known, and they dropped the lapel badge. And the door is locked. I don't have enough clues. I'm thinking myself in circles. I should try consulting Ranni. Right, so nothing special with Caster. I still can talk to her. Let's see if she has anything new to say. Anything special? Tamamo appears to be lost in her dark studies, which is unusual. Normally she's always talking, whenever the subject is important or not. Well, once the 6th round started, Caster seems to sulk silently whenever I'm not looking at her. Her normally cute, perky appearance is now masked with a solemn, troubled expression.
Hi. ご主人様、今話しかけてくれました?
I got information. Tamamo's ears, which were limp, suddenly stand up straight. Fortunately, I don't seem to be the source of the discontent. Maybe she isn't just feeling well.
いえ、ご主人様は何も悪くないのです。なんかこう、おっぽの毛並みが荒れているというか、背筋にピーンとくるというか。何なんでしょうね、このおかん。虫の知らせというやつでしょうか。
I'm sure they're fine.
それが悪い虫でないことを祈りますか。ご主人様も気をつけてくださいね。
Sure.
特に節操のない優しさとか、無意識での八方美人とか。
Okay. Yeah, the special convo there, but I don't think that was anything. That was definitely interesting. Let's see, do you have anything new else to say?
お出かけですか？少しだけお待ちください。すぐに支度いたしますから。
Yep, nothing. I think that's pretty much all she has to say in this round. Just gonna check one more time. It's that. She's nervous right now for some reason. Alright, in day 2, we don't have Saber, so we don't have a special combo with her. So we go to the female student in the 3rd floor. The student council badge. With this, I can become one of them. Here's the magazine of yours. Alright, we can talk to Ranni on the 3rd floor too, so let's go over there. So you're not able to meet your opponent yesterday. And once in the arena, this barrier you were barricaded from exploring. This is indeed a formidable enemy. The gate is troubling. As long as it exists, I won't be able to get the cipher keys and I'll die. Your opponent has found a way to win without fighting. Perhaps they have a reason to avoid a fight. Although that line of reasoning may be wholly faulty. Could that mean my enemy is trying to avoid a confrontation? If I got booted from the arena before I could confront them, and there's passive-aggressive stuff. I still don't know why, but it's safe to assume they're trying to avoid a fight. In any case, the gate must go. If only had some item that could serve as a clue. Speaking of evidence, I'll ask her about the lapel badge. This is a Harway crest, and you thought it dropped on the floor? Leonardo Bistario Harway could be your opponent. It might be a good idea to confront him. However, take caution, this enemy might attack at any given time. Yeah, I know. And I have to go on right now. All I have to go on right now is congesture. But I should confront Leo before I go into the arena. Alright, let's go to the library. Get ahead to talk to Leo. Hey, where are you going? Leo is getting ready to read in the library. If you're looking for it, why don't you go there? Hey, Leo. What's the matter? Without a word, I show Leo the lion lapel badge I have found. This is a Harvey lapel badge. Where did you get it? I briefly explained that I picked it up near a fountain in the garden. I see. It appears my brother's badge. However, seems to be a number of subtle alterations done to it. I fear someone may have placed it there intentionally as a red herring. Perhaps this is the purpose of diverting your attention to me. However, I assure you that I am not your opponent this time around. Leo handles the little badge almost as if it's a new toy, a smile forming on his lips. Interesting. It appears that they somehow used my brother's codebreaker. Codebreaker? It's true that Julius was able to access areas other masters are prohibited from entering. With our resources, we can access restricted areas of the Holy Grail, yes, like the multimedia room. My brother wasn't necessarily a skilled hacker, nor was there any need of him to be. You see, the lapel badge also has a key of sorts, used to access the Harvey Beowulf cluster back on Earth. I guess this means that my true opponent tried to hack into the arena using the lapel badge. Well, that will mean that it might be possible to unlock that door. Your opponent directed the door in the arena, which is quite the act of imagination. Another explanation is that they have some reasons for they don't want to face you directly. But that's beside the point. Right now it's enough to know that you can open the door with the lapel badge. I'd be ashamed to be disqualified for something so trivial, so I will give you the lapel badge. Pardon me, but I'd like to return to this rather rare book, so let us end our conversation here. And with that, Leo's gaze returns to the shelf of books as he was perusing before he began talking. So Leo wasn't my opponent, and the lapel badge is just a ruse. Was this a trick by my real enemy? After all this running around, I still have no clue who my opponent really is. Oh well, no use to worrying about it. I might as well just head to the arena now. Well, there's two left, right? Two enemies left. It's a 50-50 coin. And, yeah, it's pretty obvious who it is. A sense of impending doom seems to grab the back of my neck. Someone is... But from where? Sir, it's the enemy, and it seems they're up for a fight. We better make it to the arena. Whatever the case, I will need to be able to see them before we decide on what kind of plan. Guess is probably right. We should head to the arena and hit them there. Just 1 second. Before we go into the arena, I am going to talk to Sakura here so I can get my lunch. Hello, Hakuno. Must be hard for you not knowing who your opponent is. Here you go, Hakuno. Healing supplies. I wish you best of luck this week too. Thank you, Sakura. And that's pretty much it. Let's go into the arena and get out of there. Right to the arena, right for an assault from the enemy. I feel such a strong intent to kill pushed at me in the school that they have to be chasing after us. And that's when it happens. No way! We got attacked from then while we were at school. We got attacked from them while we were in the school. I guess it was hard to hit us though. Still, this person's really strong. We should escape deep into the arena ASAP. Indeed. Actually, let me just take a... yeah, I can just take this off for now. Let's just put on the, where's the speed one? There we go. Just wanna speed up going where we need to go. Out of my way. There we go. Huh? That feeling's like someone's been trying to kill us disappeared. I guess they ran off again. What are they scheming? What is not attacking us after making it so clear they wanted us dead? It's unsettling to not know what the opponent is up to, but it seems like there's no longer any danger. They hunt us down twice, and pull back at the last second. It does feel like they're avoiding conflict. Are they being hesitant? If so, why? And if not, what's the real reason? Well, not that they're not chasing after us. Doesn't need to worry about anything, Master. We've got a window of opportunity, so let's take the liberty of hacking into the door with a lapel badge. It's unsettling to not know what the opponent is up to, but it seems the danger is gone. But it's not unlikely that they'll come at us again. I should hack into the door with a Harway lapel badge while I still can. Indeed, let's get that going on.
ご主人様、敵です。
Come here.
バリバリ呪うぞ。触れないでくださいます？
There we go, we got our mana back. So it's pretty good, all things considered.
夏の寒いは敵面。
It's shame we won't be able to kill this guy. If we can do 300 damage. Nah, I figured. Well, we can do it now.
バリバリ呪うぞ。
Oh, he's gone.
出直していらっしゃい。そろそろ。
There it is. The door without a switch that my opponent kindly generated. They mentioned that the Harwell lapel badge is capable of facilitating minor hacking. If the lapel badge is worth its weight, then we should be able to delete the store with it. I nodded in response to Caster's words, and look at the lapel badge. The lapel badge's magic circuits are coupling with my own. In the massive influx of data, I found the data on the door, and then... There we go. The same moment I feel I've torn it down mentally, the door in front of me vanishes. Whenever it was an unstable hack itself or was designed to not be used by enemies, the Harwell lapel badge disintegrates in my hand. OMG, Master! You broke down data with the power of your mind. I am so glad you're not an airhead. Let's go. The trigger will be ours now. With the door gone, it's finally possible to search the rest of the arena for the trigger. Instead of dwelling on my opponent's intentions, I'll keep going. Indeed. Alright, let me take a look at the map over here. And we can go over this way. For the trigger. Alright, there we go. And that's one down. Yeah, that's a level up. We got the elixir, number 2. We got points. We got points. And we got the figure. So frustrating not to know the enemy's identity. We have a cipher key, but we must be careful. Indeed. Alright, let's just gather our stuff and beat that guy up. There we go. It's not enough for it kind of is. Let's see if we can get high rolls. Only with the extra we were able to do it. Yeah, right. That guy's gone. After this, we go in this direction. There's a fountain right there. Yeah. And let's grab this. And then there's the strong enemy over there, which is the thing I'm aiming at right now. Let's see. Yeah, okay. Nice critical there. One more should do it. There we go.
出直していらっしゃいな。
Alright, so we have two ways. Let's go over here. This is not the exit or anything like that. It's just
ご主人様、敵です。
so we can get a few items. Let's see. Let's go for that. Let's go for the attack one. Get break and guard guard.
バリバリ呪うぞ。叫べ。炎天よ、走れ。
He guarded, but we still did pretty good damage.
強天よ、砕け。破ります。お返しです。お返しです。
Nicely done.
ではこれにてお別れです。おあいにくさま、ブサイクモデルに用はないと言います。
These guys give pretty good stacks of experience, so that's something to look at.
頑張りますね。破ります。聞いてください。
There we go. We got the stack. There we go. They're at half health. This stuns them.
残らないかな。
Nicely done.
叫べ。
One more attack. There we go. And they're gone.
マスター、一生ついていきます。そろそろお茶とかしたい気分です。
And we got this. There we go.
バリバリ呪うぞ。
That should be more than enough.
炎天よ、走れ。
There we go. 700.
叫べ。
This is with no buffs or anything. Just pure damage, huh?
聞いてください。
And that's it.
やっちゃいます。
See you later.
ではこれにてお別れです。
And we did pretty good in terms of HP.
レア
There we go. We got the shockwave, the second copy or third copy at this point. I'm not even keeping count. And alright, I'm gonna heal up because we are gonna be fighting the strong enemy. And I want to get be at top shape to fight the guy, so let's go. We did get all the items, so there's nothing really new there.
やば
Excuse me.
デンジャー警報感知。耳にピン
Yeah, I know.
お覚悟です。
Alright, on then. Just complete destroy them.
よく燃えますね。
Guarded, but still did pretty good damage.
炎天よ、走れ。
Perfect, 600.
炎天よ、走れ。
Great, 600.
破ります。
Hit him with a burst. And that.
愛の力、思い知ったか。
Do that, and let's guard just in case. Guard, break, and break.
頑張りますね。よく燃えますね。叫べ。
Of course.
天罰的面。
Alright, 2 more attacks should do it.
炎天よ、
Or 3, something like that. Yeah, 3 more attacks. We got 666, huh?
死んでください。
Wee. Alright.
愛の力、思い知ったか。
There we go.
お任せください。
Actually, we're more than enough.
挑戦よ、砕け。
Yep, that's more than enough. And he's gone. Bye.
ではこれにてお別れです。
Nicely done.
正直、狐的にしんどいです。ご主人様、敵です。ご主人様、敵です。
Yeah, I know. Let's just beat them up and then we can get out of here.
お任せください。それ。はい。え？乗ってきた。返します。
By 22. Yeah, well, with the extra does enough. And he's gone. We are
出直していらっしゃい。
pretty close to leveling up, so let's get out of here, and
そろそろお茶とかしたい
I
気
guess I'll
分
level
で
up in the next day. So that's pretty much all we can do here. Let's get out of here. I'm gonna just save just in case. Yeah.
ささっと帰ってゆっくり休みましょう。
Yep, we got everything. Perfect. Let's save, and there we go. On to the next day. Yesterday I heard after entering the arena, I heard a blast. I head to the arena to see the aftermath. To think that the moon cell can't handle this type of damage. Wow, Colored Hammer was surprised, but if that attack had landed, it would have been, bad. Well, it's over and done. Either our enemy wasn't very good or we were very, very lucky. I wonder if that's really true. Luck only goes so far. Did my enemy miss on purpose? And if so, what could the reason be? As I stare blankly at the scars on the wall, I hear a voice call from me from behind. Hey, Ronnie. Thank goodness you're safe, Hakuno. Ronnie, what is this? Yesterday, after you went to the arena, a massive detonation was heard in this area. I came to check out the situation and I came across this. Did something happen yesterday? I explained what happened to me, to an increasingly worried Ronnie. After running to the arena to escape the sudden feeling of death, I heard a loud blast. After the explosion, the sense of my enemy's presence suddenly and mysteriously disappeared. Interesting. At the moment a person entered the arena, they are completely defenseless. If that is their intent, then it seems our enemy will go to any lengths to see you dead. However, I couldn't tell you why this attack failed. As she continues to speak, Ronnie keeps running her hand over the crater in the wall. Suddenly, she stops dead. She must have noticed something. I can feel the remains of a powerful rune. That is what must have caused this explosion. Rune. If I remember correctly, runes are lesser charms frequently used in the past, but they're not considered weak and powerless. I thought it was a weapon at first, but it seems to be related to thaumaturgy instead. If that's the case, then our opponent's servant could be a caster, maybe? No, not necessarily. Runes were used by Celtic warriors, so it might not be a caster at all. In this case, I guess it was a warrior who used runes to enhance physical attacks. And we got the first matrix. Information about my enemy's attacks, not their class, but any info is better than none. Thank you, Ronnie. As I give my thanks, she lowers her head and softly says, yes. However, it seems strange that your enemy would give up so quickly after their ambush failed. Your opponent has managed to survive this long. I can see how they managed to miss you. This is only a guess on my part. Maybe your opponent really doesn't wish to face you. Doesn't want to face me. But there are only enemies to be found in the Holy Grail War. Well, except maybe Ronnie. I wonder if there's a reason for this conflict. After that, all that awaits the loser is virtual death. It was a hypothesis, nothing more. Sorry if it didn't seem quite rational. However, Ronnie closed her eyes and took a deep breath, as if she was trying to relax. Almost immediately, her inscrutable demeanor returned. Oh, there is something I wish to discuss with you. Could you spare a few minutes later? With a final shy glance, Ronnie turns and walks away. I wonder what she wants. I'll be sure to go and talk to Ronnie later. My letter means now. As I try to organize what I fought, I realized I don't have any info. The enemy wasn't left any clues. At least with Julius, the servant might have been invisible, but the master was conspicuous. This time, both are mysteries. It's pointless to speculate. It's noon. Maybe I'll go to the cafeteria to nourish my brain. Let's get into it. Oh, look at those PNGs. Ah, Hakuno, it's you. There's something. Did you perhaps come here to buy lunch? As I enter the cafeteria, I bump into Ronnie, who seems uncharacteristically flustered. I want you to try my hand at creating food and, well, would you like to try some? Creating food? Why does that innocent phrase sound so ominous? Wait a sec. Ronnie said create. Did she use alchemy to make lunch?
はい。
Well, it took me a while, but it was my first time doing this and all. No need to worry, though. All the ingredients are safe for human consumption. Maybe. As much as that brief pause disturbs me, her single gesture of friendship makes me happy. Her show of kindness reminds me of my life before being forced into this brutal struggle. Why don't we eat at the classroom? I'll go first and set up before you arrive. Sure thing, Ronnie. Oh, she just book it. Just book it. With a final polite farewell, Ronnie turns and walks away. She didn't run, she sprinted. It seems she's happier than before. It was surprising to see her act so kind, especially considering her normal and formal demeanor. Well, I should head up into the classroom before Ronnie's lunch goes cold. I can't wait to try it. Oh, hey Hakuno. I've been expecting you. It's all ready. Hello there. Ah, and you too, Ronnie. Hakuno, I made something just for you. You don't want to insult me by trying it, would you? Ronnie Tosaka, the school idol, making me lunch. That's gone into everyone. Don't act so surprised. Consider this a gesture of goodwill for a fellow master. Gesture of goodwill. Fair enough, I can accept that. Why don't we all eat together? Wrong choice, Hakuno. Oh dear God, you really don't have a clue, do you? Ah well, shall we, my dear Ronnie? After that brief exchange, we all sat down and began to eat the lunches both girls had made. Having never tried Egyptian food, Ronnie's lunch seems very exotic, with unusual spices and flavors. On the other side of the culinary spectrum, Rin Tosaka's lunch was primarily Chinese food. Hakuno, try some of this. No, let me feed you, I insist. Rin proceeds to shove some shrimp with chili sauce she'd made into my mouth. It was really, really good. Stare. If you like that, wait until you try this. The surprise is a spring roll. It was incredibly delicious. Words cannot adequately describe how good it was. Glare. Hey, have to try this too. She then hands what looks like a perfect Chinese dumpling. Wow, everything tastes so good. Ronnie, why don't you try some? Bad, just stupid thing to say. As soon as I said those words... Thank you, but no thanks. Standing up with alarming speed, Ronnie began to hastily pack up the lunch she had made. Ronnie? Hey, is there something wrong? It's nothing. I've had enough for now, so I should probably just leave. She almost completely out of the room before her last sentence comes to an end. She seems not quite herself. Was it something I said? She ran away. I didn't realize she was that serious. I was just trying to get her to think things through a little, but I guess I went a little too far. Of course, my servant decides this is the perfect time to make their presence known. Master, what you did was incredibly cruel, even by Tamamo's exceptionally vicious standards. Though she may be my most serious rival, I can't help but feel a little sorry for her. What makes it even worse is that you didn't even touch the food she made for you, jerk. If I had to sit there and listen to you compliment another girl's lunch, I'd be in tears. Did you even see the cuts on her hands? Her embarrassment? I hope she's not crying herself alone. After being thoroughly berated by my servant, I found myself bolting out of the classroom. But despite best efforts, I was unable to find her and make things right. Right. What I did to Ronnie and Len was pretty thoughtless. I need to find her and apologize. Now I need to find her. Alright, so we have a conversation with Caster. So let's go ahead and go in there. This conversation only shows up if you ask her what's wrong in the previous day. In the last day of the 5th week. If you ask her if everything's alright. So let's go do that. Momo sits in an ominous silence, occasionally glancing in my direction, as if wanting to say something. It's unusual for her to be so quiet. Normally, she's always talking, whatever the subject's important or not. Once the 6th round started, Rukasa seems to sulk silently whenever I'm not looking at her. Her normally cute, perky appearance is now masked with a sullen, troubled expression.
身に覚えがないときましたか。基本的にはご主人様絶対主義、マスターにベターマな私もこの件に関しては冷たくもなるっつうか、ご主人様なんて痛い目に遭えばいいんです。
God damn it, I really do love Caster's voice actress. It is such a fun... I don't know how she does that with her voice.
階段から落ちて複雑骨折とかちょっとかわいそうだからパス。じゃあ朝起きたら芋虫になってるもうキモいからパス。
Yeah.
購買で売ってるパンが賞味期限切れでお腹を下す
Please don't give me dysentery.
そういうの落としたい気分です。
And there it is. Considering Tamamo's skills with Maleficum, I'm not brave enough to assume she's joking around. What is making her so sulky and violent? I honestly have no idea what it could be.
ここまで言ってわからないとか。いいですよ、いいですとも。
Yeah, sorry, Tamamo, but Hakuno here is pretty dense.
どうせご主人様はあの女のことで頭がいっぱいなんでしょうから。
I stare at Tamamo in amazement as she continues to voice her resentment with increasingly incredible vehemence. It can't be that she's unhappy that I've been speaking and writing recently, can it?
別にタマも怒ってないです、
うん
だってこんなの慣れてますし分かりきっていましたから。
I know, Tamamo, I can feel the sarcasm drip from your voice.
ご主人様だって人間ですもの。昔から人間は人間を選ぶんです。どんなに尽くしても狐耳は狐耳。私は手よく利用されて最後には毛皮にされちゃう運命なんです。なんでほっといてください。ご主人様の邪魔はしませんから。どうぞ人間同士仲良くやってればいいのです。
Tamamo quickly turns her head away and continues to voice her displeasure onto the ground. She seems very agitated. It seems Tamamo thinks Ronnie and I are lovers for some reason. I don't have a choice but to act. Whenever just Tamamo being suspicious or just a huge misunderstanding, I have to do something to set things straight. However, my response must not be cavalier or misleading. If I upset Tamamo, the results of a grudge might be powerful enough to cause system errors, or worse yet, cause Ronnie to stop helping me. She is one of the most famous spirits mentioned in Japanese mythology. I should do what I can to put her at ease. The only thing that I dare say is... Alright, very important thing. Don't say this, even though that's what I literally just did. That just locks you out of the Matrix E. And this one is not good as well. And this one, I think, only shows up if... right, this dialogue option only shows up if you are worried for Caster in the 5th week, day 7. So, Tamamo is the only one for me. No, not huh. I don't need to think about my answer. Ronnie has helped me several times. That's beside the point. I could be asked the same question 1,000 times, and my response would be the same each time.
One more, please. 今の言葉、もう一度お願いします。
Yeah, I'll say it again. Fair enough. Tamamo is the only one for me. I tell Tamamo that I like her more than anyone else.
ご主人様、今のは俺の嫁宣言と見て間違いありませんね。
Close enough, of course.
というか、録音しました。もうぐるぐるです。すでに脳内再生数1000回を超えています。
You would have secret cameras in our room, wouldn't you?
コメント数なんてその10倍。マイリスは私しかしてませんけど、むしろ私だけのメモリアルとして永久保存です。
Tamamo begins to jump up and down in unrestrained joy. She can jump really high. I don't feel like I've said anything momentous, but Tamamo fainted elation makes me happy as well.
ご主人様、本気にしましたからね。後になってあれなしとかなしですよ。
I immediately nod in affirmation. The last thing I want her to do now is to think I'm joking. Also, how do I put this? Not that I've regained my composure, I don't think I could summon the energy to repeat myself again. ついに旦那様ゲットです。よーし、
こうなったら死んでも勝ち残ります。並みいる強敵何のその賜物旦那様にはもう指一本触れさせません。
Yep. With renewed vigor, Tamamo continues to declare her determination to be victorious. Her enthusiasm is infectious. For her to be so focused and determined is more than any master could hope for. And above all, I think our relationship is solid in every way. Yeah, we're basically married right now, so yeah, couldn't be more solid than this, I guess. We actually have something else to talk to Tamamo since we defeated our 5th rare monster. She has new dialogue for that.
おめでとうございます。祝レアエネミー討伐。もう誰にも私を最弱とは言わせません。ご主人様のおかげですが、私も頑張った甲斐がありました。そんなわけで働き者のご主人様にせめてもの感謝の気持ちをば。どう
We got a buff for bestial. Sorry, excuse me. Yeah, man, that was horrible. What the fuck? Anyways, we got a buff to Bestial Sky, and it became Merciful Sky.
まあ少しばかり戦闘フェッチな気もしますが、そこはそれご主人様も男の子ということで、いえ魂的に
Of
今
course.
後も精力的に狩りに勤しんでくださいね。野生の証明見せてやりましょう。
Indeed. Alright, we can take a look at the thing in a bit. Alright, let's take a look at it. There we go. Greatly, magic ability greatly increases for one move. Right, basically the buff is bigger. But it's still just one move, so yeah, be careful for that. Anyways, let's just see if she has anything new to say, just because we got money or something like that. Nope, alright, we're back into Square One, the thing. Alright, Ronnie is in the 3rd floor, so let's go get to that. Apologize to Ronnie, and there we go. I ran all around school searching in vain for Ronnie, and here she is in her usual spot. First, I had to apologize for what happened at noon. I'm sorry, Ronnie. What even do you mean? Ronnie looks displeased. Darn, I knew it. She's still angry. I'll still tell her now. My servant lectured me afterwards, and what I realized. I didn't mean to slight Ronnie's cooking. It was inexcusable of me to brush Ronnie off like that. And it's even worse to have said such an insensitive thing. I'll be more sensitive in the future, so if she can find it in her heart, forgive me. Having run clear out of ways to apologize, I await her response with bitter breath. Do you regret what you've done? Deeply. Next time, you'll eat what you've been given. So of course, I promise. Of course, I promise. I understand. You are forgiven. Thank goodness. Ronnie's smile soothes my nerves. If there's anything I can do as a token of my apology... Yes, or rather, I have something that I meant to talk to you over lunch, so please listen up. Gotcha. Tell me whatever you want. There is no information on enemy this time. We're able to dig up more of the scorpion than this. Yes, that sole clue remains a hole in the 1st floor wall. It is more important than ever that you do everything in your power to prepare for the upcoming fight. Actually, I have been preparing a mystic code for you. I can give it to you tomorrow. She's been making me something. And meanwhile that is all I wish to talk to you about. It would hinder your search of the arena to talk further. Yeah, I ought to head to the arena as soon as I can. But there's something I should say before I leave. Thank you. I gazed at Ronnie's eyes to let her know my words are sincere.
Hi.
You're welcome. I feel like a weight has been lifted off my shoulders. Time to go to the arena. Alright, let me see. I think we still have to talk to Taiga. No, does she... let me see. Yeah, that's okay. For Tigers, it's the next one. Yeah, when the new map shows up. Alright, let's go into the chapel so we can level up Caster's magic even more. Yep. There we go, it's A.
強くなりましたよ。ご主人様からの魔力を感じます。この言葉には表せない経験値的なもの。ズバリ愛のランクアップと見ました。
Okay, that's one way to look at it. Anyways, we can go into the arena right now. Let's see, what's this new info on all about? Yeah, it's not on Caster here. Ah, it's this one, yeah. You can read it if you want, I already read it in the Saber playthrough, so I'm not really gonna repeat myself. And let's go, I think I will level up one more time. And that's pretty much it. We don't have a clue as to our opponent's identity. That can't possibly be good. Since investigating would be futile right now, I should focus on training in the arena. Master, your renewed resolve makes my tail all tingly. Hurry and stock up on supplies. Then we can train together with reckless abandon. I'm sure we will, Caster. It almost looks like a crater. It's the result of the opposing servant's noble phantasm. The power of runes scares me. Indeed. Alright. I am going ahead into the arena. Just grind a little bit and I'm gonna come out. And that's gonna be the end of the part. So, I will see you in just a moment. Alright, we're back and we're done. Let's get back to campus.
お疲れ様でした。
We did level up and we beat the 6th rare enemy. And that's pretty much all we did. Master, I know we have barely any information on the enemy, but I'll be alright. Well, your darling little Tamam wasn't completely happy, since that means we might die. Since the heck out of that mystic code, that girl likes to be used. We'll use her up and in the end we'll toss her away, and Tamamo gets the last laugh. In a way, she is kinda right. Alright, and that's gonna be it for today. That is pretty much gonna be the end. Next time we are gonna go ahead and do the last bit of the week, and then we can go on to the last week. So that's gonna be it for now. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time for more Fate Extra. Ciao.